This is Schizoid with Frankenschwein Barbecue. I'm going to be doing a review today of my new Char Broil infrared grill. Let me get the camera repositioned and we'll get to it. Okay, here's my review of my new grill, my Char Broil Commercial 4-burner grill. Just to give you some background, about 13 years ago, built this house and went to Lowe's and bought a grill. It said Genair on it. It looked good and heavy and looked like a nice grill, so I bought it. Back then, stainless steel grills were real popular, and it was about an $800 or $900 grill. They've come down since then, stainless, but it just so happened I could take the box off the bottom of that Genair grill and set it right on top of this wall. But before I got around to doing that, we just used it as a roll-around unit and with propane. Well, year and a half later, when I was ready to convert it over to natural gas, I called Genair and told them I needed a conversion kit for natural gas, and they let me know that they didn't make that grill. They just sold the emblem to Lowe's, and they didn't know who made the grill. It was a good, nice grill. Like I said, it lasted 13 years. So I ended up getting on the internet and getting the chart for the orifices, drilled them out and hooked it up natural gas, and it worked good for 13 years. The heat wasn't real even front to back, but anyway, it got us by. And so this spring, when we started to use it again, we came out and the whole bottom was rotting out of it, so we decided it was time to get a new grill. So I started doing my research on YouTube and other places and come to the conclusion I wanted to try this infrared. I was kind of iffy, you know, because something I wasn't really aware of, but you know, I like trying new things. So we ended up buying this commercial. It's a 4-burner, 32,000 BTU, 13,000 BTU side burner. I had to cut the bottom off with a grinder, the roll around box, to get it to sit on this wall. If I left this much room here to get it to the right height, and there's my natural gas shut-off valve there. And it's worked out really well. A little timid about cutting up a $500 grill, a brand new $500 grill, but I had to make it work. So basically fastened some brackets down on this wall. I had to take a jigsaw and cut this out so I can get to the grease drip pan, and get that to work. But besides that, everything seems to be going fine. And so first thing I cooked on it was a steak, a fillet, and it just turned out fantastic. Nice and moist, cooked real good. And I cooked some chickens on it. They were all came out moist, not dry. You know, you leave that chicken on too long, it gets pretty dry. So it all turned out good, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he said, well, yeah, we bought one of those about a year ago, and they're good for steaks and chicken, but hamburgers, the holes get clogged up. And so I started looking into it, and during my research I noticed that the older models in this pan have the holes down here in the valley, which don't make much sense because anything that comes off these grates is going to fall down in these valleys and clog your holes. So since then, Char Broil has moved the holes up here on top of the ridges, and you know, he said, well, you know, they're good for chicken and steaks, but hamburgers, your holes all get clogged up. Well, I started thinking about it. You know, you need to keep this grate right over the holes so everything that comes off goes down in the valley. Now if you get that off like that, everything that rolls off is going to clog your holes. Okay, the last thing I cooked on here was 2 hamburgers, and so, you know, I was kind of afraid of what I'd done, and well, I had a family reunion a couple weeks ago. Cooked 35 hamburgers on here. Didn't have a problem. No flame ups. If there is flame ups, they're underneath these plates, and these plates, they keep the heat even. The whole grill is even heat, is what another great feature about it is. And the heat comes out of these holes at the top, heats these grids, and to clean it, I just take this soft brush. I just go over here so it's hold it better, and I just clean the grates, all the big stuff. You can see where I've cleaned before. Clean the big chunks off. I turn over and do the bottoms so there's nothing hanging on. Then anything that has fallen down into these trays, I give you this tool. You just rake the tool down the grooves, knock any of the big chunks of stuff out, and I turn it over and do the same on the back. Usually there's not much there. Any of these holes that do get stuff in them, I just knock off the big stuff. They have a little curved thing right there that fits that perfect. Just run them up. Just run them up there, and you can see there's still a few clogs, but when you start the grill, it also keeps a lot of the stuff from falling down in your grill when you clean it. You know how an old grill, you clean the grates, everything falls inside. But for those few holes that are clogged, if you just turn it up on high heat when you first start it, that stuff melts right out. And you get a nice even heat under your grill. This is your regular burner, which I don't ever use, but there's some people do. So that's about it. I've been real happy. Like I said, food's moist. The only thing is it gets hot. If you turn all 4 of them burners on high and you're trying to put cheese or mushroom or ham on a chicken cordon bleu or something, if your hand is right here, it's hot. So it takes a while to get, you know, you're used to old different type grills, don't put out this kind of heat. you're used to cranking them up. Well, it takes a while to adjust and figure out where you need to be with your heat. But all in all, I couldn't be more pleased with this grill. You know, that may change down the road, who knows, but so far I'm real happy with it. And they've got a good warranty for parts and stuff, so I'm real happy, and that's all I can say about it. I'm happy that I bought it. All right, thanks for listening.